Today we are going to discuss about irrational numbers. So before moving to irrational numbers, we can see what are rational numbers. The numbers that can be written in the form p by q, where p and q are integers and q not equal to 0 are known as rational numbers. So examples of rational numbers are 2, minus 5, 3 by 2, like that. So what will be rational numbers? Those numbers which are not rationals are known as irrational numbers. That is, those numbers which cannot be written in the form p by q, where p and q are integers and q not equal to 0, are known as irrational numbers. So can we say some examples of irrational numbers? Irrational numbers examples: root 2, root 3, root 5, etc. Now here in this module, we are going to prove that these root 2, root 3, etc. are irrationals. So here we are going to prove that root 2 is irrational. In order to prove that root 2 is irrational, we are going to use a method known as method of contradiction. That means we are assuming that root 2 is not irrational. That means we are going to assume that root 2 is rational. So if root 2 is rational, so what is rational? It can be written as p by q form. So we are going to assume that root 2 is rational. Let root 2 be rational. So we can write root 2 as p by q. Now here instead of p by q, we can write it as a by b, where a and b are co-primes. So what are co-primes? Co-primes are those numbers which have 1 as their common factor. That means co-primes will not have any other number as their common factor. Only 1 will be their common factor. So here we are going to prove that root 2 is irrational. For that we have taken root 2 as rational. So if root 2 is rational, root 2 can be written as a by b, where a and b are co-primes and b not equal to 0. Now we can cross multiply this. So what will we get? A is equal to root 2b. We can square it. A square equals 2b square. A square equal to 2b square. What does that mean? This means that a square is divisible by 2. Now if a square is divisible by 2, a square is also, a is also divisible by 2. Put that as equation number 1. So we got a square equal to 2b square. That means a square is divisible by 2. If a square is divisible by 2, a is also divisible by 2. Now if a is divisible by 2, we can write a as 2c. That means a multiple of c. Multiple of 2. So that implies, what is a square? A square is 4c square. That is squaring both sides. A square equals 4c square. Now just before we have proved that a square equals 2b square. So 2b square equals 4c square. So from here 2 and 4 cancels 2. That means that b square is divisible by 2. If b square is divisible by 2, b is divisible by 2. Equation number 2. So here in equation number 1 we got a is divisible by 2. Equation number 2 we got b is divisible by 2. So what does that mean? That means that both a and b have a common factor 2. Is it possible? It is not possible because we have assumed that a and b are co-primes. So why it happened? This happened because of our wrong assumption. What was our assumption? So what was our assumption? Our assumption was root 2 is rational. So now we got that a and b are divisible, both are divisible by 2. That means A and B are not co-primes. So our assumption is wrong and root 2 is now irrational. It's not rational, it is irrational. Now in the same way you can prove root 3, root 5, etc. We will do one more question with this. We can do root 5. We can prove that root 5 is irrational. Next question, to prove that root 5 is irrational. So now we can proceed like the previous question. Assume that root 5 is rational. So root 5 can be written as A by B, where A and B are co-primes and B not equal to 0. A and B are co-primes and B not equal to 0. From here what is A? A is equal to root 5B. Now what is A square? A square equals root 5B the whole square, that is 5B square. That implies A square is divisible by 5. If A square is divisible by 5, A is divisible by 5. Like the previous question. Put that as equation number 1. If A is divisible by 5, we can write A as what? We can write A as a multiple of 5. That is A is equal to 5C. Now we can square that. A square equals 25C square. 5C the whole square, that is 25C square. Now instead of A square what can we write? We have A square as 5B square. So this implies 5B square equals 25C square. 5 and 25 cancels 5. So that implies B square is divisible by 5. If B square is divisible by 5, that implies what? B is divisible by 5. That we can put as equation number 2. Now what does equation number 1 and 2 says? So what does equation number 1 and 2 says? Equation number 1 and 2 says A is divisible by 5 and B is divisible by 5. That means both A and B have a common factor 5. So if A and B have a common factor 5, it means that A and B are not primes. That means our assumption is wrong. So what was our assumption? A and B are co-primes. Why it came as co-primes? Because we have assumed that root 5 is rational. So now we can say that what we have assumed is wrong. Root 5 is not rational. It is irrational. The next question is, show that 5 minus root 3 is irrational. So this can be asked as a board question. Sometimes it may be asked another way. That is, prove that root 3 is irrational and hence prove that 5 minus root 3 is irrational. If the question is in that way, first what you have to do is, first you have to prove that root 3 is irrational. After that you can proceed to the next steps what we are going to discuss, and then you can prove that 5 minus root 3 is irrational. Sometimes the questions may be asked directly, that is, show that 5 minus root 3 is rational. That time, depending upon the mark you have to write. If this question is asked as a 2-mark question, then there is no need of proving root 3 to be irrational. But if the question is asked as a 4-mark question, then first you have to prove that root 3 is irrational and hence you have to prove that 5 minus root 3 is irrational. So here we have already discussed how to prove root 2 and root 5 to be rational. The same method you can prove that root 3 is irrational. So I am not going to do that. Here directly we can prove that 5 minus root 3 is irrational. Like the previous question, we can here also assume that 5 minus root 3 is rational. So assume that 5 minus root 3 is rational. So if 5 minus root 3 is rational, we can write 5 minus root 3 as A by B, where A and B are co-primes and B not equal to 0. Now we can separate this. Separate this means here we have minus root 3 and 5. So we are going to take, I am going to take this minus root 3 to the other side and A by B to one side. So we'll get like this, 5 minus a by b equals root 3. Or we can write in the reverse way, root 3 equals 5 minus a by b. So that is root 3 equals 5b minus a by b just by taking the LCM. Now we got root 3 as 5b minus a by b. You have already proved, that is in the previous case we have already proved that root 2 and root 5 was rational. The same way root 3 also is irrational, that you all know. So now we got root 3 as irrational. Root 3 will be an irrational number. But here you can see that 5 is rational number, a by b is rational number. So in this step you can see that one part is irrational, the second part, the other part, that is LHS is irrational and RHS is rational. So that is not possible. That means a rational number cannot be equal to an irrational number. But we got like that. We got as root 3 irrational, 5b minus b is 5b minus a by b is rational. So in this step we got that a rational number and an irrational number are equal, but it is not like that. A rational number cannot be equal to an irrational number. This happened because of our wrong assumption. What was our wrong assumption? 5 minus root 3 is rational. So we can say that 5, due to this contradiction we can say that 5 minus root 3 is irrational.